And what also I think about too is when I see one extraordinary black person, I always say, gosh, I bet you there's a million other young people like him. How do we find the other million, right? I think the one that we see is exciting, it's inspirational, it's a big deal. But here's the thing. To compete as a community economically, you need entire systems. You should be studying when you have one success story, like you have one person that succeeds or you have one school that figures it out and they can educate black boys at a high level or black girls at a high level. What you want to do is you want to systematize that, right? You celebrate the one-off success for sure, but you don't. I think that we don't want to get into the point where we get into so much hero worship that we become stagnant and forget the rest of the assignment. You get what I'm saying? The rest of the assignment is not just to sit back and say, "Oh my God, remember that guy? Remember that one black guy who did something amazing? He turned plastic into gasoline, but that was so awesome. Gosh, I wish we had more like that." No, what you do is you mass produce that. What you do is you look at that is part of the serum. That is the antidote to black strugglenomics, right? And what you do is you say, okay, how did you create a young man like that? Where did he come from? Who raised him? What did his parents teach him when he was a baby? Like, what school did he go to? What kind of education did he get? Do you understand? Like, what you do is you duplicate. There we go. You mass produce it. The same way Henry Ford didn't become rich from making one automobile, right? Henry Ford did not become rich from making one car. Henry Ford became rich because he made millions of cars. Do you understand? Right? So the thing about it is that I think that we have to be thoughtful and careful about how we sort of look at these one-off successes and really see them for what they are. What they are is they are clues. They're clues to how you can do things at a higher level. They're clues for what you want to mass produce in the next generation.